Alright guys, so we got the Decidui X6 Mach 6 version. Um, yes, we just took Garchomp off because it wasn't holding its weight. At least that Garchomp said. I'm gonna try a few more things. I haven't used Gambit in a while. I think I didn't put Gambit on this team because I had used Gambit a ton when I was team building and it was winning a ton. And so I think I tended to switch it up. I don't remember exactly. But looking at this guy's team, assuming we figure out if it's Trick Goldengo, I guess Encore Dragonites, I think. So we got to be mindful of that. Encore D Knight, we have to be concerned about. I think I might have to Terra Water here. His backs might be too problematic, but again, this is a slightly different version. The last one had Chomp and I don't remember what was here. Gorlingo, right? So speed-wise, it was just a struggle. So it's still, I could have made it, considered making it speedy or having some speed component to it beyond Cinderace, but I decided to add two forms of priority: Cinderace's speed tier, core change control, so we can outlast, because a lot of times it was difficult for us to hazard control because Tusk had so many rolls and we don't want to defog, obviously. So Cinderace plus Tusk should make my other Mons inevitable. And so phase 1 is going to involve Lissindorosu. I did not expect Iron Moth, but this is phenomenal because we get to find out it's set. We get to get a bit of chip, maybe 4% here. I haven't used, I'm actually Libero. I'm meant to be, I think I'm supposed to be Blaze. So no real point in Libero. Well, yeah, I could see a case for it. I could see a case for it, truth be told, but so the reason this, so that's 12%. That Libero came clutch, you know what I'm saying? It's probably Spec Psychic. Yeah. Okay, so now we know it's set. Which is good to know. I could flex on him a little bit and stay in here, knowing that he's gonna go to Tusk and Surf, but I think, let me think this through. Is that worth anything? Because what's gonna happen is I don't want my Tusk. My Tusk destroys him. I don't want to have a trade with his Tusk. But if I go to that, he's gonna get to. So what I'm gonna end up doing here, it's gonna look kind of wonky, but I'm actually gonna go Decidui here. I didn't think he'd go backs, but I'm really glad that I made that decision. I could low kick here. I don't know, is it set? You're gonna Terra. If he misses Icicle Crash, that's a big miss. And so now we're going to, let me see. Gambit can win. But one, I'm gonna lure in Tinglu slash Great Tusk here. And I need to have a, okay, Goldengos, and it's Terra, it's not Terra, I mean it's, what's it called? It's not Covert Cloak, there we go. So what data do we get from this? We know he's likely, probably Choice Scarfed, or he's not Balloon. If he's going to stay in, he's going to go for Electric. Cinderace Tricked. Is that ideal for me? It's not ideal for me. Gambit Tricked. Pex Tricked is not ideal either. Pex Tricked is not the end of the world. It's probably banded backs if he has Icicle Crash. Pex Tricked isn't the end of the world. He may have Thunderbolt. It means he can't trick back. Because I was like, okay, somebody has to hold this trick. Tusk can win, because now his Choice Scarfer is gone. This Goldengo is cured with the Salt. And this allows for me to reposition in whatever way I so choose. The question is, what way am I going to choose? I think there's very little downside to Garganical. Well, yeah, knew Tinglu would come in, but the reason I'm like, well, Tinglu doesn't make a lot of sense is because it's gonna allow me to burn, and you're gonna set up hazards for me. So I'm like, okay, well, you wouldn't go that route, right? But he does. I guess he's got just Ruination, Earthquake. That does decent damage. And we're gonna get the Libero boost here, which is funny to me. In the repositioning. So this is one thing that my Gambit didn't like. He's already tricked the Assault Vest. I know Gambit shuts down. I can always Sucker Punch Goldango. I can always Sucker Punch Moth. Great Tusk is the only thing that I can't. This can't touch Gambit anymore. And I'm pretty sure it's banded backs. Now the Dragonite could be an issue because it has Encore. But if many of them are running like Fire Punch and things of that nature and Encore, then what needs to happen is for me to keep Tusk at the utmost of health. Do I see if he hazards? Okay, so he's gonna give me a core change. That's phenomenal. Very interesting decision. So decision-wise position for greatness. Now, if I were to go for the obvious Leaf Blade, because what I'm building up towards is... No, it wouldn't go back. So that's actually why I low kick there, because I'm like, if the only things that could come in on low kick would be Moth. Moth would be an issue, but I figured he wouldn't go hard Moth on a Decidueye. One, because he just lacks the information, right? It's like, okay, what the fuck is this supposed to do? The beauty is that I can always build Pex. If he Psychics, the Gambit comes in and he specs, and I know he has to do what I want. And now I can surf here as Dragonite comes in. And I break that scale, but it's leftovers, which is interesting. So it allows for me to go Garganacl unless he's like some physical Dragonite. And now, assuming it's that standard one that we've seen, the best play is always to Salt Cure first. The primary reason is that it allows for my Tusk to 1v1 him, assuming he does some weird shit. Because he'll have the Salt Cure on him, but he has leftovers, which makes things a bit trickier. So it is that one set. It's probably Encore. And he's Dragon Clawing in hopes that he can Encore me. Which means he probably Dragon Dances again this turn. Excuse me. So if that's the case, because I can win without my Garganacl. So I'm gonna just Salt Cure. Yep, Dragon Dances again this turn. So that's a really big play by me. How much is he losing per turn? 13% he's gaining only. Because Dragon Claw I don't think knocks out my Garg here. And this will allow me to Salt Cure, right? And so learning from our Encore decision. Now this is a big turn, the next one, because if he's Roost, then let's see. I'll be able to recover. But yeah, Fire Punches, that means he wasn't. And so I have the option of Decidueye is actually just best. Can't be extreme speeded if he does pack that, but I'm pretty sure it's Encore. And Decidueye's position is impeccable. I don't know why he went hard Moth. Maybe he thought that Moth was a counter. Now I'm pretty sure it's over, unless his Great Tusk is faster than my Decidueye. But now I just save Decidueye. Like literally, this is the homie. This is the win condiciones. You know what I'm saying? As well as my own Great Tusk. Like I don't know how he beats that. I am very tempted. I could also just beat him with Gambit. Let's say he is faster. Like what would be my play? So what I can do is actually go Cinderace here. It has no use. Knockoff won't knock me out. I get a free Will-O-Wisp here because I know he's gonna stay in. And if I Will-O-Wisp this, he loses to my Great Tusk every time. I'll just go Earthquake 3 times. And if he switches, I can just Core Change on whatever he goes to. Or just Powerball. I mean, I'd assume maybe it's going to be the Tinglu. Powerball would 2 KO Tinglu, but I need to Will-O-Wisp this Tusk. Now if I miss, it's not the end of the world. I just don't know what kind of Tusk he is, if he's faster than my Excellence. So that's Tusk fodder now. So he body presses, which implies that he probably does not have bulk up. And so this allows for me to go to my Tusk. Yeah, and I can just EQ spam. I don't think... there's any reason. Even if he knocks, because what I don't want is for him to... Okay, excellent. Excellent. The Dragon Knight was actually slower. So Tusk wins now, no matter what. Because I have enough speed. I'm actually supposed to be faster than this. I'm 281. Supposed to be enough for 283ers. I don't remember why this is not. I think it was 256. Yeah. So a cleaner game. That was a decent way of playing it. I have not used Cinderace in this way before, so I can feel my brain trying to, okay, well, there are a million ways I can win this game. And, you know, my job as a Pokemon master is to find the most efficient way that gives the opponent the least amount of wiggle room to axe me, or to even enact his own game plan, right? If he had one, like, I'm sure, even if he didn't, I can tell an opponent's at least what an opponent's game plan is supposed to be. I'm not as sharp as I'm supposed to be, truth be told. Right now, I'm in the building the knowledge. If you read the book, The 3 Pillars, I'm in the knowledge building phase. But I'm gonna have to rehone my skills. I could coast on the skill I have now and get to number 1 for sure, but it's taking longer because my plays aren't as sharp. So it's just a busy weekend. And when that ends, we'll resharpen. Though it looks like home might be coming out, so I definitely need resharpen for home anyway. But either way, going into this game, yeah, the beauty of Cinderace is that I can just court change away peskiness, and looms aren't as problematic. Though I did have Decidueye, so loom, you know, it's like loom's worst nightmare. Low key, not really. Garchomp is still an issue to this team, but not as big of an issue, but it is an issue, you know. Cinderace is phenomenal versus 1, 2, 3. It's just annoying as shit, man. Doesn't switch well. This team doesn't switch well into it. Decidueye is amazing. Gambit's amazing. I'm not even gonna tear my Gambit because I have too many other options, especially my Tusk. Bulk up Tusk is legit. Curse Guard is legit. Once I get rid of his Breloom, it's in, what's the word? Not undefeatable. It's inevitable. Like, you know, in the comic books, I'm inevitable. But Pex for Valiant primarily. Garg really for Chomp. Tusk for Gambit-ish, but low-key just to sweep this guy. Gambit for into sweep as well, but it's gonna be harder with Gambit. Cinderace is annoying as fuck. Decidueye, once that click leaf blade is inevitable as well. So I knew Chomp was coming. I do want the Chomp in with the Life Orb, since he has to attack. Since I have a Cinderace that discourages wild strats, this allows for me to Salt Cure spam. Excellent. So that's why. So now the Garchomp has already lost 28%, and Breloom is about to lose around the same amount, and I get to reposition for success. So because, you know, Decidueye comes in, and Decidueye is inevitable. Now he may stay in and kill me here, which is annoying. Low kick is... Should I go Cinderace here? I think he's Sash. I don't think he's Why? Okay. He's not sucker punching. Yeah. Decidueye. You can't say Decidueye hasn't done shit. Decidueye worked with the Tusk. I mean, even if you were gonna go Tusk, like what was the yeah, but anyway. So the Chompster is in. Draco would be an issue. I think Draco plus Earthquake would kill my Garganical. So Shadow Sneak wouldn't kill him, and it would allow for him. So I'm gonna force him to attack me. See, Earthquakes. Earthquake in the Draco might have killed me, so that was a wise Earthquake. So this is why I worked most of his team. It got rid of the biggest, almost one of the biggest Gambit counters. I mean, yeah, get the idea. And is getting rid of my Pex answers too. And is getting rid, I just need his Valiant gone, and then Tusk goes to work. So, I know he's frustrated, so I'm going to encourage him to go for actually, if he Draco's here, he's going to EQ. If he Draco's that turn, he goes. If he Draco, then I stayed, and EQ might have done it in. Forgot about this loom, truth be told. Spore would make a lot of sense. My Cinderace being spored would be a big deal. What do I need to win? I wouldn't say I need Pex to win, but it's very important. Bullet Seed into Mach Punch probably does my Cinderace in. The issue is if I go Cinderace hard, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to make some plays here. So I'm gonna go Gambit first, the Seed, and I do think he's gonna Iron Head / Bulldoze. I'm gonna make the timer go down. Yeah, Spore. I mean Spore or Bulldoze, Spore or you know what I'm saying. So basically, I knew he wouldn't Mach Punch that turn. I don't know, but basically, because otherwise I would have pivoted around, right? Because Mach Punch wouldn't 2k off a defensive Cinderace, but I knew Gambit would bait him to go for what he just did. And so what this allows for me now to do is position Toxapex. Earth Power is coming, I know, as long as he doesn't get the drop. What I can do is he goes hard Gambino, and he's Lum as well. Interesting. It's probably not heavy duty boots though. I mean, he's probably not you know what I'm saying. So Glimmy comes in, that means he's packing Glaslin Gleam / Energy Ball. Yeah, you want my health. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We just talked about these garbage ass Spadef drops, bro. We just had the discussion about these whack Spadef drops that I will not be tolerating, bro. So obviously Garg is a huge issue tucked away. That Spadef drop obviously was massive. Because now my Pex goes into a KO, and I guess I don't have to give up Gambit, but my hand is kind of forced. Hopefully Energy Balls, but it doesn't. It's kind of lame, but it is what it is. I have to position very well. Gambit is gonna pivot back to they might Iron Head, but Katao is excellent. Excellent. Yeah, there's no reason not to Earthquake. He hasn't terrored yet, but I do have Bulk Up. Excellent. I'm glad he went Valiant because I want him to speed boost drop. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have went Pex. What would be the worst case? Terra Steel and he Calm Minds. No. All I need to do now is Rapid Spin. Bro, yo, all that was necessary there was Fireball to miss. When I tell you this game, bro, like you cannot make this shit up, man. Are you serious? Sizer's Willow was twice here. He doubles to Chomp, which is embarrassing. But look at that. Paras and full paras my picks. Like, and then tries to crit my Cinderace. Even that wouldn't have won him the game. Like, it would have been close. But my point is that, like, the amount of things that have to go your way for this to even be a game. So I'm gonna Powerball here. One, he's never suckering, but I have to. Will-O-Wisp is less accurate, and I'd have to hit 2 Will-O-Wisps. The Blaze came into play, but I'd have to hit 2 Will-O-Wisp because he's probably lump because he didn't have an item. But I'm saying, like, you guys think I'm joking when I say, like, there's truly something in the air, man. This shit happens every fucking game, bruh. What? How you getting a para? How you gonna just lose straight up and get a full para and crit me the next, like, every possible hacks, man? Man, I at this point, it's happened so much. If you guys have been watching this run, that's why we're not at like 1950 right now. Bullshit like that. And it's just laughable at this point. Like, it's a running meme amongst your channel where it's like, okay, I think this is where the bullshit's gonna happen, and it does. Like, so it's really like a live of predicting the bullshit. I think it might be this turn, Jam. So I know y'all mad anxious with every game. It's like, oh shit. How you get the crit twice? Like, in the like, it's really genuinely blows my mind. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, Gambit's handsome as fuck right here. Heesh! It's a good looking motherfucker. But Pex is king handsome here. King handsome. Especially because I can just chord change everything back. You're no match for me. Excuse me. You know who's good? Decidueye for once is handsome as fuck. Handsome as hell. Garganical, gorgeous. Yeah, it's about keeping this Toadscrew at bay. Didn't expect Glamora for a lot of reasons. Well, primarily because I have a Cinderace, so what are your core changing? Okay, very interesting. It's probably Corrosion then. Okay. So Terra flying early. So use this Terra. I wonder why. I wonder what the angle on that is. The Blissey probably 1v1s my picks. Is he AV? It's not AV. Let's see what his initial decision is going to be. So Infestation's back, but does he 1v1 me? Poison Jab. Okay. Maybe he does. Let's see. Let's see, 36% Poison Jab. So he's obviously escaped. Okay. now I know of this matchup sequence. So I have to like burn this or something. Okay. Baneful Bunker, Infestation, Poison Jab. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was any. He has Infestation too, which threw me. So let's see, Infestation, Poison Jab, Baneful Bunker. So this is great for Decidueye. So what would I do here? The opponent would, Toadscrew most likely. Blissey, okay. Didn't expect Bliss, but I'll take it. This allows for me to Will-O-Wisp. Yes, fucking yes. Obviously, I'm never going to just chord change here. But he does have Infestation, Baneful Bunker. So the positioning of Garg is impeccable. Is impeccable. The Toadscrew coming in is a bitch, but I have chord change. I know Toadscrew is coming in, and it allows for me to position Decidueye for success. I think he's gonna still assume that I won't know about the Spore. Yeah, fucking Toxic. This shit learns Toxic? Fuck. That's really not good. Okay, let me get an item real quick. So it's gonna be the Pex. Oh yeah, my Pex finna catch you, punk. My Pex finna catch you. Fret not. I wish I did it earlier. but the Toad Screw can't recover, which is big. That's gonna be big for my my Garganical. Does this get knocked too? I think it gets knocked. Fuck. I actually keep forgetting what this shit gets. I've never seen Toxic, so that's not great. Where's he might be fast. I think he's faster than me. I don't want him double knocking though. Yeah, let him go Pex. He might learn his lesson. You know, didn't learn his lesson. Didn't learn his lesson. Even left the Pex in. This is such a strange game. This is such a strange game. So you're gonna go Ditto on my Garg. Like, you know you're in desperate straits when so I'm guessing he doesn't have a Garg countermeasure. Well, I'm experiencing it, so I know this. But the way he's going about this is it's evident there is no Garg countermeasure. Yeah. Do I Terra Water? Do I need my rock typing? I do not need my rock typing for any reason. Someone I know he's gonna just do some shit like that. And he's already Terra'd, so the Doza is no match. Oh wait, fuck! I forgot about the fucking Salt Cure he put on me. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. So I need to get my Garg back up. I'll leftover switch it, but yeah, that could have been bad. Bad. Man. See, I'm gonna do a Garg turn because in no way he goes for what's his face? I'm at 102, so there's no way Blissey can kill me with Psychic Toss. I'm looking at this right. 25%. Yes. Ah, I'm back. I'm inevitable. Yeah, that's his worst nightmare just now. So now his Ditto is actually an issue if it comes in. Show knock Toxic. And now my Gambit just thrashes. I'll give up the I'm gonna go Pex and bait this shit to stand. Cause he might Salt Cure. Oh, he's no fool, huh? You no fool, huh? I just realized I don't have rocks. I just realized I don't have rocks on this team. I'm gonna have to put rocks on Tusk then. Okay. Cause I'm like, why don't I have hazard? Like, I'm like, where's my hazards? Literally, it just dawned on me that I didn't put rocks. Okay. Bulk Up is solid and all. We've seen it prevail, but we can't play a game without rocks. So I'm gonna change this Tusk spread then. Yeah, I think it's about 226 style speed chomp. But yeah, it's funny. Why don't I have rocks? So I can Acid Spray turn 1. Since he has Protect, it does make this harder. Let me calm down and see how I'm planning to finish this guy off. He's faster than me too, which makes a big difference. So I'll Garg on his Protect since he likes to protect so much. Since you like to protect yourself so much. How much am I at? See, I need to recover. I need to make sure that I'm... As the Toad Screw comes in, Gambit now. It's Nox. Katao on the Dozo. He recovers. What is his counterplay for my Great Tusk once it starts coming in? I don't see one. So I'll take his Toad Screw here. I think once Garg starts going crazy, I want to bait in. Oh, he goes Ditto on Garg, which is blessed. I'll Earthquake here because he has to recover. I'm not letting him, of course. You think I'd let you recover, dude? When I finally caught your Ditto? You're absolutely out of your mind. You're absolutely out of your mind. So obviously if I curse, I just sweep him with the EQ. But I can't let him pivot into Ditto slash Toe Scroll. I need to I need to watch my Salt Cure PP too. Maybe pivot to Toe Scroll now. Pivots to Dozo. Okay. Okay, now I can curse. Earthquake spam. Okay. Curse again. Actually, there's no reason to. I just EQ. There's no point. There's no point. I figured Gomorrah would come in, but Corrosion doesn't go through Purifying Salt. Spiky shit. I forgot he had that. Let me see how it's just does. Yeah. But he's trying to PP stall out Purifying Salt. I mean Salt Cure, which makes sense. But the Dozo, I need to be careful of this. This is where I needed the hazards. But if the Dozo gets too low, he's gonna lose to my Body Talk Sleep or press. But if I'm not careful, because he might go more. Oh, he actually stays in Avalanche. Yeah, I don't know why he. Hold on. Turn 1 asleep. So yeah, if he stays in the basically my Gambit's gonna yeah. I think EQ plus. No, it wasn't enough. So I needed to do what there? I mean, what would I have switched to? Could have switched to Pex there. He's leaving it in. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a vague idea of what I'm gonna do now. Earthquake, 2 turns of sleep, so that's 75. Let me actually stop skipping turns and pay attention. Because what I can do is on the turn he goes to on the turn he stays and I can go Gambit. But I don't want to switch out on a turn before that. So I have very few Earthquakes left. You think this shit has pressure? Okay. So yeah, this is where I mean, so I'd go Pex here. So now he's too low on health to no, he leaves the Dozo and says it's over. Yeah, I just needed to trap this for the Gambino. I do lose my Lum. I don't think that'll end up mattering this game. But yeah, not having hazards is annoying as fuck. Just sludge bomb here, it doesn't matter what he does. So Dozo is gone. Ideally he goes to Pix, but he just forfeits here. That puts us at 1808. Yeah, it just dawned on me. I'm like, whoa, like let me not get overly cocky because my Earthquakes are getting low. I wasn't paying attention to the Dozo didn't even have lefties. So I'm like, why is he losing so much health so fast? But 1808. Let's grab another. But yeah, so we're facing Sun. Cinderace is very pesky versus a team like this, as is the Decidueye. I think maybe, arguably, I don't know if more Decidueye. Like, it can be with the right pivot, but not at the same time. What I love though is that last team's Goldengo and Chomp would be here, so those would be things that offer no sort of, well, I guess Goldengo speed, but I'd have to be Choice Scarf and locked. And Garchomp offered no Sucker Punch ability, whereas Garchomp here is just lead and I'm inevitable sort of stuff. Pex, bane of his existence. Garg, bane of his existence. Which is why I'm debating whether or not I want to. So my Tusk is important, but not as important as Garg, because I suppose Garg's gonna deal with the Serrilage. But I've seen random ass Solar Beam stuff before, Solar Blade stuff before, so you know that's a possibility. And what I'm thinking, let me put this in sequence for you guys. I'm thinking Pex, Torkoal, I guess I could Garg, but Pex versus Torkoal, like Infestation, he's gonna go to Great Tusk because it's in the sun, and then my Great Tusk is gonna stare down his. He's gonna knock off the Hatterene. The Hatterene's not gonna get to switch out. It's gonna be, I don't know what they run these days. It's like gonna be Hatterene versus Decidueye in the sun. But let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So actually Walking Wakes, which is it's actually phenomenal for us. Very tempted to surf. Very, very tempted to surf here. It's very low risk. It's very low risk. But I'm gonna gauge the opponent's level of skill first. Not because it's the end of the world. What one play that wasn't the play was fucking going Torkoal. Even if he were to yawn, I'll burn enough sleep turns to where it won't matter. Yes, he's stealth. Yeah, this guy is a goober. It does yawn. The reason I say that is because Cinderace just core changes the hazards back. So I'm debating whether or not I want the Torkoal in. Let's say he double yawns and I core change. Then he'd rapid spin. If I were to let the Torkoal die, he'd go to Walking Wake. If I were to, no, Cinderace here, I should double yawn. He EQs, which I think was the worst of them all. I think EQ was the worst play possible. So the question is, do you fear my Decidueye? Because now, you know, obviously rocks are there. I get to burn this, which frees up Gambit. Headlong Rush. It's defense boosting and it's a jetpack. Cinderace did more than I mean, like, because now you're burnt, which means you can't spin and your Torkoal is gone. So it makes sense that he's like, fuck, I need to get as much mileage out of my Walking Wake as possible right now. I do have Terra Fairy. Push comes to shove them. Would I Terra Fairy? I actually don't need my water type in this if I catch this. If I catch his Wake, then Guard doesn't need water type here. It'd be nice for this. He's burnt, so that won't matter that much. And my Tusk in and of itself is quite dangerous. My Decidueye in and of itself. So we're in an Infestation here. Wise man. A wise man once said, when Toxapex comes in on Walking Wake, you switch. But he's gonna be U-turning out into the Great Tusk. Actually crunches. I know y'all paused your breath for that defense drop, but it's all love, bro. It's all love. But at this point, since this is taking so much damage, I might have a Shadow Sneak win condiciones right now. I'm going to Earthquake's better. Even if Hatterene were to come in, Great Tusk comes in, but as I said, I'm never letting this guy spin. Plus, he's burnt, so Decidueye, yeah, I'm never letting you spin, bro. Once you allowed my Cinderace into Earthquake there, I was about to put you in a pack every time. And so Leaf Blade is on guardable at this point because Leaf Blade into Shadow Sneak beats Roaring Wind, I'd assume, after Rock. So he realizes, like, I'm not letting him spin. And all sun benefits are neutered. You may see an Outrage come out, but U-turns nothing. You have to go back to Tusk. I could flex a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And just, So Hatterene, this should be, I mean, I see no item, so this should be that one move, that one item. But let's say it's not. Because what I think he was trying to do was potentially Hatterene position and Healing Wish, but Let's say it's not. What else could it be if it's not that one item? Eject pack, or you know that button, that red card, whatever that shit is that forces you out. So let's say it's not that, and I stay Great Tuscan. That opens up Ceruledge a bit. Is there an alternative that gives me all the benefits? I think he's that one item. Yeah. I don't know what else the Hatterene could be if it's not a jetpack. And obviously now when it comes back in our rocks, it's a wash. So I'd assume he's gonna double, but there's no double he can make. I'm pretty sure it's checkmate at this point. When he went Torkoal on my so that's the sequence I expected, but I expected it turn 1, and he realizes like, yeah, there's no way around this. But and I haven't terrored yet. But I expected that sequence turn 1. I don't think he terrored either. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think he terrored either. But I expected that sequence turn 1, right? I expected Torkoal versus Toxapex, but when he led, what did he led Walking Way. So he led badly into Pex, maybe anticipating Garganical slash. I mean, yeah, Garganical slash Great Tusk. But when he led badly into Pex, and it was AV, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but I've grown a liking to the AV Pex. Hurts my heart to say it. Have fun, bro. I guess this is a cool team, isn't it? I'm using a cool team. Have fun, bro. Your boy using 5 Pokemon. Though, Decidueye was moving like it was 8. It was 2 Pokemon. It was 3 Pokemon at once. In that last game. And I think in the first game. I remember when I was mashing up the Great Tusk. Mashing him up. So let's break this down. Ceruledge is interesting. On a I guess it's weakness policy, but I've seen bulk up. I've seen motherfucker you bulk up, you know what I'm saying? Bulk up taunt is annoying, but that's why we have the AV packs. Offensively, there's Gambit's a bigger issue now because I'm not bulk up tusk, so I want to be a little more mindful, but I do have Terra Dark low kick if I need to, you know, flex a little bit, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Issue that I'm gonna have to Terra versus, again, whenever I'm staring down Chomp, I gotta Terra immediately. Now I get a lot of value. He's mindlessly, so that gives me a lot of data. He mindlessly rock. You can tell the time it took for him to click rocks was a negative amount of time. Like he clicked it with such quick. Okay, yeah, that gave me a lot of data. Yeah, that gave me all the data I needed. So Garg's gonna have to, staring down Tusk here, which isn't ideal. I could reposition into Cinderace on his Tusk, burn the Tusk, and then court change. Strike the court change immediately. The thing about it is I don't want his Tusk knocking my item off. Not when he has a Gambit. Because what's that gonna look like? He's gonna look like his move. Well, maybe not. So we'll Salt Carrier. He actually goes hard Ceruledge. What? This shit is fucking. So what is this gonna do to me? It's Covert Cloak. So are you taunt? You could get swept by this. Let me see if he has taunt. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know you have taunt. Bitter Blade obviously isn't gonna do any damage. Okay, that was odd. But as I said, I got a lot of data from his first couple turns. This very well may be Thunderbolt, but I think he's just afraid it's gonna calm my end. I'm going to Salt Cure first. The reason I'm Salt Curing is that one, Salt Cure is fucking broken. But more importantly, I always fear when my AV Pex matches up versus these Terra Stealing. And I don't want that. I don't want him Terra Stealing at all. So what I'm going to do is recover turn 1 to see if he has Thunderbolt. That he does, and it hurts a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to Decidueye on the Thunderbolt. He has to use it. It could Moonblast, but I doubt it. This is phenomenal. And this allows for me to sneak. I could flex a little bit, but I'm not even gonna play with my food. I was gonna go to Pex and then pivot and blah blah. I'm not doing all that. So this removes his speed boost, which means Cinderace is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure Cinderace would take the hit, but I definitely take the hit. Man, I want a court change on this turn. Is that worth it? Because alternatively, I'd have to go Gambit and he's gonna switch. Anything else I go to, he's gonna switch. So this gives me a bang for the better bang for my buck. I am bulky Cinderace, so I should survive anything he goes for. It gives me the best bang for my buck. Because I get to court change and reposition for the what I'm assuming if Great Tusk comes in, that's best case. So what do I want now? So the Tusk does come in and it's speed, yeah. So maybe not best case anymore. Because now he gets the rapid spin, but I 1v1 him with my Tusk. Question is, am I gonna stay in here? Let's say rapid spins. If he headlong rushes, then my Tusk 1v1. I'd rather keep the Cinderace. He has bulk up. Fuck. I should have went for the damn Will-O-Wisp. I didn't. Oh, I faced some loser with this shit. I should have Will-O-Wisped. I forgot I faced some dork with this. I should have Will-O-Wisped there, man. And I don't have Terra anymore. Oh, I completely forgot about this option. And I also was just forgetting that I'm not bulk up. Because I could just bulk up back. Kind of have to go Garg and Cure. It's gonna bulk up again. I gotta get this Cure up. Well, I can just curse. I saw Cure first. Terra Ground almost killed me. That Saw Cure is gonna matter. Man, I'm so annoyed with myself there. I gave him an opening that he shouldn't have. Or shouldn't have had. Now it's not over. Especially because he Terra'd, but I am incredibly frustrated with myself. Let's see. Terra Ground is probably gonna 2 kill me at plus. Shit, man. Now I have Sucker Punch. Fucking shit, dude. 14%, yeah. Very frustrated with myself. Very easy win here if I just go for Gambit can win. It's my only shot. Just Willow is there. Now a big learning lesson. When I see the speed one, I'll consider this. I faced this once, and so I just never considered it again. But Gambit's fucking Gambit, so you know if there's anyone that can pull this shit off, it's this guy right here. Okay, I get a crit. That didn't matter. Obviously, I'm falling 5 lum. I really want a Sword Dance here, but I'm not going to. I'm falling 5. Do I need to Sword Dance? He's low kick. Fuck. So I actually could have. That was a very tough loss to take because that was probably the easiest. As Willow was, and he literally talked about. I'm like, what could he do to me? Right, he's gonna rapid spin, but I didn't consider bulk up being plus speed. Man, guaranteed. Willow is there. Done game. Nothing you could do. Go to guard, curse on him, fuck him up. Alas. But that one was completely my fault, so that I don't have a problem with because it's my own negligence and forgetting this and whatnot. So, but just such easy points that would have taken us to 1850. Now we're back down to 1800. This is where for once is gonna do some work here. Some little work here, little work. Lot of work here. Lot of work. I don't know what kind of pull this is. I guess if it's banded. If it's banded, it's an issue, but I could have burned him. I didn't even game plan this. Let me think this the fuck through. I think Terra Water Curse Guard can prevail. Also, Gambit Sigil I can put in some work, but Terra Water is probably the most consistent. Terra, he is banded. So I'm staring down potential Loom. It's annoying. Tinglus. I swear people don't look at my team. Like, he's gonna mindless hazard. Yep. It's as if I don't have a Cinderace. It's as if, and then he's gonna mindless Gold Corona. Oh, mindless staying with Tinglu. Got you. Oh, okay, brother. But anyway, I don't understand. But anyway, let me think this through. As far as my Cinderace court changing, yeah. Even because Volk, I thought about that. I was like, if Volk comes in, we probably should have double knocked it. But I say if Volk comes in, then it's a repositioning to Cinderace. I should knock here. He's doubling to his Dragapult. But based on how he played thus far, I mean, I would not put it past him to go for some dumb shit right now. Long reach means I can't get flame bodied, so that's what that was about. He does attack me. Wow. Okay. So bro's like the worst of all time. Like, he's truly a bad player. Okay. I didn't know, guys. Bro's truly a bad player. So he's bulky quiver. Okay. There are so many reasons why this isn't ideal. One being Garganical and my Toxapex. But Terra Ground, wow. Okay, maybe I'm the bad player. What the fuck? Terra Ground bulky. What am I facing right now? Okay. So so I just got crushed. I never seen this before. I don't regret my decisions, because even if it was Terra Ground, there are a million things you shouldn't have done there. Especially versus Decidueye. So even if I bait the Cinderace double, even if the Decidueye versus Tinglu matchup, flamethrowing into Cinderace comes in, court changes, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. The Terra Ground, I don't have any other Terra type. It's like a Terra fucking flying. I guess that's just an option there. I have to sack a lot of my shit though. It's not over though. Let me think this through. Oh, what would I need to win in the end game? I'll have to Gambit and Terra here. I can still win. If I SD, I don't think Sucker kills. He's flamethrowing, but it's okay. I need to get this right. Should flamethrower. I mean, should Morning Sun one more time. It's very low risk. And now it's high risk, because if I Katow, this turn is the only one that matters. If I Katow, I played the fucking I did not expect Terra Ground, which is why I didn't even Terra my guard, because I'm like, what are you gonna do, Giga Drain, bro? Like, come on, bro. You new to this, bro? Then you just lose to Cinderace, bro. So now I got 2 new Mons in my toolkit as far as like options. He's shook. I guess I was the one that was shook. Why is he quiver dancing? He doesn't die to Sucker Punch. So I guess he just didn't know that he doesn't die. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like, dude, you never... So he almost threw. I knew he didn't die, but I don't think he knew that. So he just threw. Yeah, well, probably that loss was 100% my fault for sure. That guy didn't know a lot of things, and I assumed he did, and I got punished because of it. One upside is I learned Terra Ground because I didn't protect for that. I'm like, okay, what are you doing, dude? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And his plays were making no sense. And so then when Terra Ground came out, oh shit. So I wouldn't have played the Decidueye that way. Cause I'm like, what? Okay, you go Volcarona. So a lot of misplays there. I should have double knocked. There was no reason not to double knock on the Tinglu. Even if he hazarded it up, even if he fucking Earthquake, what is he gonna do? I had nothing to lose. So just a lot of bad plays there. But lesson learned. Actually, I'm gonna grab another one. That was probably my least favorite loss. Like, as if I have favorite loss. Meaning, like, I dislike when I make arrogant decisions. The one with the Great Tusk having bulk up was just an oversight. I didn't expect that. But that one, even if he was Terra Ground, there were ways I could have played to consider that. I mean, I don't know how I can consider something I have no awareness of, but even if there was something like that, the plays I made weren't the most optimal every turn. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, I could have cut out this Volk too. I knew he was pussy. I should have cut out. I knew he was pussy. Dude, bro, was pussy. So let me play this game the fuck out, man, and stop fucking around with these very easily defeatable opponent. I should not have lost any games this live. So bear with me, guys, as I tighten the fuck up. What am I not seeing here? Don't have a clear anything that wins. I mean, kind of Garg, but he has a Garg. It's actually a very difficult game for me. I'll have to... My Gambit can, but it's not easy. It's a very difficult game. My Pex is going to have to be like a king here. My Pex and my Cinderace with hazards and rock. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. You know who's going to be clutch? The Decidueye. But you're going to see what I mean when I say I have to play to immaculation. You know what I'm saying? And I have to play immaculately. And this lead is very important. I can't be staring down Tusk turn 1. Pex is not what I expected, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I am afraid of AV. There's no way he's Baneful Bunker. Don't see an item. If I have to Terra Garg, so Infestation. So okay. So that's a spray. I'm guessing he's gonna Terra Fairy. I'm gonna catch his Pex here. Forces me to Terra, obviously, which helps his Garganical a lot. But he falls for it. This is a rookie play by him. It's a rookie mistake. But I fell for it the first time I used AV. Well, it didn't work, but I thought about it for the first time. I was like, wait, he could have Terra. So his Garg has the edge, but I'm pretty sure he's Terra Water Garg. So this is where shit gets gnarly, like I was saying, because his Great Tusk is a bitch for me, and I can't really stop it from knocking off. So I'll have to play Garg differently. So let's say his Great Tusk comes in and knocks. Because he has the edge here, obviously, because he can knock back. Yeah, I have to play Garg like a fucking king, because I know he's going to knock. But I'll have to Salt Cure spam the shit out of his team, and he can do the same versus mine. Yeah, here comes his Garg. But the upside is that my Great Tusk has his leftovers still, and that's where the key is going to be. And he has a knock. So now I'll have a slight edge because he's going to go back to his Great Tusk. And he's going to have a turn where he has to predict between knockoff and rapid spin. And so I'm putting so much pressure that he's not going for Stealth Rocks, which is big. Right, and so now the next time this sequence occurs, which is going to be in the next couple turns, is that my Garg is going to have lefties. He's knocking for sure. It's just his best all-around play. But now it's the position where, okay, are you going to allow me to Salt Cure you, which is going to free up my Gambit. I mean, not my Gambit, free up my... but it's better to reposition with Decidueye than to... He double knocks, wow. That was very risky, but it worked out for him. So now he doesn't know my speeds here on this, so Corviknight gets to come in. Very surprised he double knocked. I don't think that was worth the risk, but it worked for him. So what am I going to say about that? And so this is where things get interesting. If this isn't the Fog Core. So him double knocking there gave me a lot of insight. I can't recover my health back, which is a little annoying, but it is defog. Okay, so we're gonna play Salt Cure games versus his Garg or versus his Great Tusk. But it's coming down primarily to Gambit, right? That's why I need the Great Tusk and the Corviknight at a certain range. So he goes Corviknight and he's okay. So he's trying to pressure stall, but he just wasted a Roost. Because yeah, you know you got a Garg. But my Great Tusk having leftovers is what's big, right? And it is losing more health than it's gaining. I'm at 60. How much am I losing per turn? I'm losing 6% per turn. I need his Garg's lefties. I'm gonna force his Garg to Terra now. Yeah, can force the Garg to Terra, which will make my Garganacl inevitable. Could try to Gambit. Problem with Gambit is that it forces him back my Tusk. So he goes Polt. It's lefty's Polt, which means it's probably that Sub-Wisp set. But that Sub-Wisp set doesn't have U-turn typically. He doesn't know what kind of set I am either. Oh, Infestation frees you from... Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay. I mean, Sub frees you from Infestation. Interesting. So my leftovers being gone is big. Okay. Very, very cool stuff. Now I'm staring down his Garg. I gotta get the damage though. Gotta get it down. I gotta time this properly. I told you, not an easy matchup. Bro definitely has the tools to give me a very hard time here. A very hard fought battle. Just not sure yet how I'm gonna move around this Corviknight. Well, I guess U-turn. Yeah, I can do that. That's a solution. His Dragapult being what it is. That's substitution position. Acid spray. Yeah, because he didn't take the infestation damage. Okay, now I know. So one upside is that I can acid spray on the Dragapult switch. I can acid spray on whatever coming in, truth be told, except Gambit. And then infestation on the Pult. Because now it has to go for... Okay, now I learned something. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. It's going to be a hard fought game, but the Garg isn't getting any health back. So, if I Terra it, I've already Terra 2, which puts me in a downside versus the Corviknight, but Corviknight's low on health. Is it worth... I need my Tusk to be... Okay, so he goes to Tusk. This is great. This is great. That was a great play by me. I actually didn't consider Tusk. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. I mean, this is like... Oh my goodness, yes. Because my Gambit needs this gone. And I'm Lum Gambit at that. Now, it could be low kick like the last guy. Which means he's withering down my team for his Gambit. But you can't rocks. And my Tusk has lefties. And this is a free switch into my Garganacl. And he's not getting any health back. So many upsides to this. Does he rocks? Yeah, he should never rocks there. I have to recover here. Yeah, I'm staring down his guard, which is not pleasant. It's not a pleasant activity, but he's trying his best not to Terra. More so, I think, for his Gambit in the late game. My Tusk is getting really weakened for the Gambit, though. But as I said, I knew this would be a hard-fought one. So now I can rocks, even if he were to stay in. What he's trying to avoid too is me knocking his leftovers off. So I'm gonna have to make some plays in a couple turns. Yeah. So now that his Tusk is burnt, yeah. So this is the sequence I wanted, because he has to knock. One knock is his best play. But Decidueye coming in on the rapid spin is not an option. Boy, really rapid spin there. Bro, it's crazy. He has two forms of hazard control, so he's like, okay, fuck it, I can afford the risk. But the problem is now your Garg is salt cured, and you have to recover, which allows me to reposition Tusk. So you either pick recovery here or you pick the salt cure, yeah. And that means I start getting leftovers back, which is what you don't want. That smoke is what you don't want. So now I'm back at 40-something%. Now, there's no real point in me knocking or predicting Tusk. My Tusk getting back leftovers, my Tusk keeping its leftovers is critical. And now what's going to end up happening is my Pex is going to be staring down one of those last two. And my Pex getting back. My Pex coming in is going to be big. So yeah, Corviknight comes in. And this is where the fun starts, right? Because now the Garg is like, okay, I'm salt cured. What do I do? What do I do? Maybe I should have went next that turn though. It might still be too early. Might still be too early. That was like the worst possible play of all time. Okay, I'm glad the Iron Defense. That was good for me. That was a horrible play. I mean, just terrible. He's getting frustrated then. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe you wanted me to curse, so you got the Iron Defense turn 1, but the problem is you lost so much of your Corviknight's health. And he has to go Corvier, but he has to roost that turn, which gives me the free switch into whatever I want. In which case, U-turn is definitely Iron Defense next move. So yeah, this is the positioning I wanted. Now I get to go Cinderace. He defogged. Wow, that's fine though. Get to U-turn. I'm surprised he defogged. That's fine. Because now Corviknight, I mean my Toxapex, his positioning is way better. Okay. And Tusk gets the health, so I'm back at 36. I'm 36. Corviknight is stalling out my 2, 3. Garg is at 93. Yeah, we start the U-turn spam. It's defogging every time. Goes to Tusk. The boy getting frustrated. Boy getting flustered. If I go to my Pex, he might leave this in. He just might leave this in. Should go to pull, but I don't want to acid spray on the odd chance he leaves this in out of frustration. Out of frustration. Besides, if he goes to pull, I know he has to sub. Yep, sure did leave it in. Because one thing about Mons is that a lot of times it may feel like the opponent has a bigger edge than he realizes, but my team feels so unbeatable that I can tell he's starting to get frustrated. He's just like, fuck it all, I tell you. So I don't know what kind of gambit this is, and it matters a lot what kind it is. You know, you could Katao hard, you could Iron Head hard. At Fallen 2, I take a +2 Katao. I know he's gonna Swords Dance. Now Garg is gonna eat 1. I don't like Garg having to take this hit, but if he's Terra flying and I don't Salt Cure, I'm in a bind. Now I'm gonna take about 80, 73. I'll take 73 because that means that I can. So it is leftovers, excellent. So that's basically what I wanted. We're gonna end up giving up Decidueye here. Yeah. Decidueye is, if I didn't have my life orb gone, Decidueye low key, you know what I'm saying, low key. But it's not as yeah, it's not as important as Garg. And if he hard switches out, Decidueye's position is impeccable. So this allows for, say, Iron Head's there, which is blessed. His lefties. So I could force the Terra flying. If I force the Terra flying, then what does that mean for me? It means my gambit. Let me think this through. If I go, it's Katao. So he has to have Sucker Punch for sure. Could go to my own gambit. NSD. Yeah, actually that's best. There's no way he doesn't have Sucker Punch. That would kill his Corviknight. That should win me the game, honestly, because he has the Salt Cure on him, and I have Lum. That's why I love Lum, because that Dragonite is gonna. I mean, the Dragapult is gonna try, and I'm faster, which is big. It's very big that I'm faster, because now there's nothing he can do. He may Sucker, which would do enough to where guess I don't want him suckering, but I think Sucker won't do enough to where but his Gambit being gone is big. Yeah, so him switching out there is pretty much a guaranteed loss. No, he's gonna go to his Garganacl and Terra Water. Try to Salt Cure me. Yeah, so I finally forced the Terra Water. I'll die in 2. Fiscotao did. Let me think. How do I beat his Dragapult if I don't have this? Yeah, Hook Tusk. It's Terra Waters, as I said. Now I get to remove his item, which is blessed. And I get to get rocks up. But this is an issue potentially. But if he curses, then I get to Salt Cure him and do Pex things to him. So, and I get to recover my Garg, because I need my Garg for his Dragapult. So I'll knock here every time. If he goes Gambit, obviously the matchup is mine. So I know he's gonna stay in there. He has to. He made Earthquake. So he has Stealth Rocks on this. So I have the Court Change option. So here it's in his best interest to stealth rock spam. I wonder if he has. Do I have speed on my guard? I don't have speed on this one, so it's gonna be a speed tie, most likely. Gotta time this right. He's gonna stalk here, spam. He curses. Okay, that's what I wanted. So he cursed. Okay, excellent. Excellent. That's like perfect. So now I'm gonna Pix. I can't go hard Garg. Let me think. If I go hard Cinderace and he Salt Cures, I can go to my Garganacl and recover as he Salt Cures back. But Garg will be alive. If I go Pex and he Stealth Rocks, then he gets the free switch into Polt, which I don't want. I'm actually gonna go Cinderace here. One, I won't die to Salt Cure. I really wish I went Pex, but I can do it now. The issue is this: the acid spray damage doesn't matter. Well, it's gonna matter when I come back into Sludge Bomb again. So he Stealth Rocks. I gotta time this well. Should Salt Cure again. Should kill Cinderace. Can lose too many Armons. Oh, he recovered, which is a misplay. It's a misplay. It gives me the opportunity to court change and get rocks. Perfect. Alright, so now I get to go Garg. And I can recover. Now I'm slower than him. No, I'm slower than him because he cursed, which is big. So I get to recover and then switch back out and do the annoying things. And now I got rocks up as well. So my Gambit is looking good. So yeah, Salt Cure. Get to recover once more. It's important for this to be super healthy. I don't have my leftovers anymore, but no, nor does he. Yeah. So Pex comes in, and I'll give Pex up for the bombing of the sludge. Even if he were to go Gambit, I'd just go to my Gambit and get another kill. Because my Gambit's getting powered up too, so you gotta remember my Gambit is destructive. So now this is the positioning I wanted. Because I can Salt Cure and that should end things. Because he can't go Gambit. Because he takes rocks. Well, because I'm faster. Excellent. So now if he switches out, he just loses to Gambit. So it recovers. We're both losing 25. How many recovers does he have? He has 4. He has a little more than me. Now I can go Tusk. If he were to Salt Cure again, it'd still be fine. Right, and now I'd assume you'd go to Polt. Guess it doesn't really matter if you do. Okay, perfect. Now it's a done deal. How many recovers did he use? 2. Recovers again here. I don't need to predict this turn. But even if he were to Salt Cure this turn, he'd be too low on health to where I can recover again and then pivot. Because he's cursed, it makes a big difference. Right, now he's used. He has 1 recover left. I also have 1 left. Again, which is big for Gambit. So Salt Cures, right? Now he has to use his last recover. Tusk Leftovers is so clutch, man. Yeah. If he goes to Polt, I just knock spam. And then Gambit wins from here. Yeah, I don't care about darts. He has to Will-O-Wisp. Falling Forward is a beast. He should Wisp. Yeah, hoping that I'm not Lum. And then that 1v1 versus his Gambit is different. And now Garg is too low on health to take on the Katao. Actually, that's not true. It's not true. Let me calc this. King's Gambit, OU offensive. Wonder if he's split F. I have 120. Fallen 4. I think I can switch to Garg. Even if Garg were to die to Salt Cure, I'd be at more health. It's actually not true. Fallen 4, Katao versus Garganical OU Curse. Katao does 35 to 41 if he were a lot of defense. Let's see, 35 to 41. He's probably at 36. Let me think this through. If I go Garg and Stalker, he'll be at more health. Yeah, I figured. It's very unlikely that he's max defense. And now I just Katao. Katao probably does a little bit more. And now I can just Sucker Punch spam. His Katao did 29. Let me calc this shit. So King's Gambit versus King's Gambit. OU offensive. Fallen 5 Sucker Punch. Does 24 to 28. His Katao did about what it's supposed to do. So it's not over yet. Oh, he actually just attacked me. He tried to Sucker Punch me. What a fucking game, boys. But as I told you, that was going to be a very hard matchup for me. Like, a lot of the things that occurred, I figured would... yeah, I mean, he definitely, I think, had the edge from a team standpoint. My team could not deal with Guard. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed an 1.5-hour video, man. If that ain't love, I don't know what is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.